A civilization vanished. Their secrets remain carved in stone. But what if Egypt's greatest mystery isn't what they built, but who taught them how? Standing before the Great Pyramid of Giza, you're confronting more than ancient architecture. You're facing questions that challenge everything modern science claims to understand about our past. This structure, the sole survivor among the 7 wonders of the ancient world, holds mathematical precision that architects today struggle to replicate. Its alignment points to true north with accuracy exceeding modern landmarks. Yet mainstream history insists primitive tools and basic mathematics created this marvel. Consider this. Draw a circle through the pyramid's cardinal directions, and it passes through more of Earth's landmass than any other location on the planet. The builders positioned this monument at the literal center of the world's continents. Coincidence or intention beyond human capability? The measurements themselves whisper impossible knowledge. Ancient Egypt used the cubit as their standard unit. Modern calculations reveal this cubit measures exactly 1/25 millionth of Earth's polar diameter. The pyramid's base perimeter? 365.24 pyramid cubits, matching Earth's solar year down to the quarter day that gives us leap years. But the revelation that shatters conventional timelines? The pyramid's geographical coordinates, its exact latitude and longitude, numerically match the speed of light traveling through space, a measurement discovered by modern physics in the 1970s, encoded in stone 5,000 years ago. Egyptian tombs present another enigma. The Valley of Kings, King Pakal's resting place in Mexico, India's Taj Mahal. Grand burial sites spanning continents and cultures share an obsession with celestial navigation, spiritual energy, and doorways between dimensions. Were these simply monuments to death or portals to something beyond? At Saqqara, 20 miles from Cairo, lies the Pyramid of King Teti. Within its chambers, researchers discovered the pyramid texts, Earth's oldest religious writings. These aren't mere funeral prayers. They're technical instructions describing how the deceased pharaoh would journey to the stars, reuniting with divine beings who once walked among humanity. The texts speak plainly. 25,000 years before recorded history, the gods lived alongside the Egyptian people. Then these divine beings departed. The text promised that through death and proper preparation, humans could follow them home to the stars. Not metaphor, not mythology, explicit celestial navigation. Egypt's obsession with the Scarab beetle reveals even deeper mysteries. This humble dung beetle rolls its sphere in perfect straight lines, navigating by the Milky Way galaxy, the only insect on Earth with this ability. Modern biologists discovered this in 2013. Yet 5 millennia ago, Egyptians carved scarabs everywhere, calling them sacred pilots who guided the sun god Ra's celestial chariot across the heavens. At Karnak Temple, a massive scarab statue overlooks the sacred lake where pharaohs received divine coronation. The god Khepri, depicted with a scarab head, wasn't merely symbolic. Egyptian records describe him as the actual pilot navigating the god's flying vessels. Not poetry, historical documentation. Then there's Osiris, the god dismembered by his brother Seth, scattered into 14 pieces, then reassembled and resurrected by his wife Isis. Strange detail for a divine being. The texts describe Osiris's spine as the Jed Pillar, a structure bearing uncanny resemblance to modern Tesla coils. One carving shows Isis with her hand inserted into Osiris's back, as if manipulating internal mechanisms. Beneath Saqqara lies the Serapeum, a 790-foot underground corridor housing 24 colossal granite sarcophagi. Each box weighs 100 tons combined. Cut from single pieces of the hardest stone with laser-like precision, featuring perfect 90-degree angles and mirror-polished surfaces. Officially, tombs for sacred bulls, except they're exponentially larger than any bull, and all were found completely empty. Mainstream archaeology dismisses these mysteries as coincidence, exaggeration, or misunderstanding. But what if there's a truth they're unwilling to consider? Not aliens, not ancient astronauts, but something the Bible has documented all along, the Nephilim. Genesis chapter 6 describes the sons of God descending to earth, mingling with humanity, producing offspring called Nephilim, beings of extraordinary knowledge and ability. The Book of Enoch, referenced in Jude, expands this account. These fallen angels taught humanity forbidden knowledge: astronomy, mathematics, architecture, and metalworking. Skills that would explain impossible ancient precision. Egypt's gods match biblical descriptions of the Watchers, rebellious spiritual beings who corrupted creation before the flood. Their legacy? Structures encoding celestial knowledge, tombs promising stellar ascension, and a civilization obsessed with opening doorways between Earth and the heavens. Not evolution, not aliens. Spiritual rebellion documented in scripture, written in stone across the desert. Egypt's mysteries don't need extraterrestrial explanations. They need biblical ones. The ancients didn't discover these secrets. They were taught by beings humanity was never meant to learn from. A civilization vanished. Their secrets remain carved in stone. But what if Egypt's greatest mystery isn't what they built, but who taught them how? Standing before the Great Pyramid of Giza, you're confronting more than ancient architecture. You're facing questions that challenge everything modern science claims to understand.